Minecraft 1.13 is on its way, and the latest snapshots have brought us conduits, devices for use underwater that are synonymous to beacon. They give you extended breathing and better vision, but in order to activate them you have to surround them with 15 to 16 prismarine blocks, which makes them stand out a little too much. That being said, my name is System Z, and here are 5 cool designs for conduits in Minecraft. Let's kick things off with a very simple to build obelisk version of the conduit altar. This design is a relatively easy way to build an intricate yet subtle tower to hoist the powers of an activated conduit. You can place these in a few locations around your underwater base, allowing for a clean and decent looking way to present the conduit in a semi-traditional way. In this case, I've also surrounded it with coral to add some different shades of vibrant colors to blend it a little bit better with the surrounding sea life. Alternatively, you can do the same thing that I've done here and have the conduit in ground instead. Perhaps you can use this design for an underwater garden. But let's be honest, those designs are a bit boring. Let's move on to design number 2, where I've placed the conduit in an open clamshell. This was quite difficult to pull off due to the limitations that come with the conduit's altar. Here I placed the prismarine both under and above the conduit and covered it with quartz slabs. Another requirement for the conduit, by the way, is to have water blocks directly adjacent in all directions. Using slabs is a decent technique for allowing water to stay around it while still hiding the prismarine blocks altogether. After I was able to make that work, I continued to build out an open clamshell shape using quartz slabs and stairs, which honestly made this design so much harder to pull off than any other design in this video. I definitely recommend giving it a shot though, because it's a very good way to present your conduit in a very subtle and beautiful way. Moving on, for design number 3, I started replicating different objects that you might actually find in an aquarium. Here, I've designed a piece that includes an anchor sunken below sea level, discreetly hiding the conduit and its altar directly behind it. This is a fantastic way to bring out the natural theme of an ocean in real life and add more atmosphere and detail to your underwater surroundings. It's also a relatively simple design to replicate, seeing as there's ample space for placing the prismarine and the conduit right behind it. Now, I didn't do the greatest job with placement here, but if you can fit this in the perfect spot underwater, this would look actually pretty cool. Next up, we have design number 4, another piece that you might actually find in an aquarium, a sunken and damaged barrel. For this design, I've placed the conduit inside a wooden spruce barrel using stairs and slabs to punch holes through the wood, allowing for a window to see the conduit and let its bright lights and power shine through. While I'm not a big fan of this design, I wanted to include it to inspire the technique of simply hiding the conduit inside of some aquarium-like feature. So this next design is actually going to be a bonus. Let's call this 4.5. I wanted to reiterate the fact that you can easily take your conduit and the altar and build something around it. In this case, I just built a house and placed it underwater, put some coral beside it to make it look a little bit more lively, and easily just built the conduit inside of the house. This is a great way to hide the very ugly prismarine while still bringing a little bit of structural life to the sea. This is a perfect opportunity for me to challenge you guys. If you can build a design for your conduit, please send me your designs and ideas on Twitter @SystemZ, because whenever you guys share your builds with me, it honestly inspires me to keep building. Last but certainly not least, we're bringing the conduit alive by placing it inside a giant jellyfish. This one is a quite outlandish but cool design that can really bring your ocean to life. Using a few different colors of glass and glass panes, I was able to completely surround the conduit to simulate the nucleus of a jellyfish soaring through the sea. If you built a few of these using different variants of colors, such as blue, green, red, and purple, you could create a very electrifying themed build for your conduits. With enough time spent, this design could turn into something quite impressive. And that's pretty much it for this video. Using these techniques, you can build some really cool shells for your conduits. There were so many different designs that I had for this video, but I really just could not fit them in properly. So I'd like to take a minute to again reiterate the fact that I want to challenge you guys to build as many different shells for conduits as possible and send them on Twitter. One cool idea that I was working with is building a treasure chest and putting a conduit inside of that. I think that would be really cool. Anyways guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a thumbs up and consider subscribing. My name has been System Z, you guys have been awesome, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.